Here in this room, the sacred space is created to allow for the opening of the heart. Everyone is welcome, no matter where they are on their spiritual journey. Today, we celebrate our oneness in thought, in word, and in action. Welcome. I'm Jefferson, as Paul said, a practitioner here at the center, and I have the privilege of opening our service for today. Today we find ourselves at a place in the Science of Mind textbook where Dr. Holmes talks about and defines spirit, God. So I'm looking forward today to what Dr. Michael has to say. Last time I was up here, he told us how thought comes from and what that's all about, and today he's going to tell us who God is. So I'm jealous that he's picked such easy topics for himself to begin the year with. I thought I'd talk about my relationship with the Word God. I don't know how many of you are Reformed Christians, and I say that kind of tongue-in-cheek, but not, because some of us came from a background where the Word God, had a lot of negative anchors to us. And I know that when I first walked into a center of spiritual living, I didn't want to go meet God, and what that had meant to me. And I know that there are people that I've prayed with as a practitioner who don't like me to use the word God. And I understand that. I get that. And God is just a word, though. It's really more, for me, I went through a journey and an experience of coming to a deeper understanding of God, spirit, it, universe. In our philosophy, we have so many different words for the one. We're all-encompassing. We take in other philosophies, other religions, we accept those. So we can use Allah, we can use Ra, we can use so many different words because they're really just words. Words in a human way to explain something that maybe is unexplainable in that human condition. I have a friend who's an Orthodox Jew, and she, in her writings, can't even write the word, chooses not to write the word, G blank D. She chooses that as a sign of respect, and I can honor that as well. But the most important thing for me, and I hope for each one of us, is that however we come to an understanding of what we call God, what we call spirit, what we call that changeless eternality, that it becomes a personal experience for us. And we don't need a word. As some of you know, I'm a rebirther. And in rebirthing, there's an opportunity to experience that essence in a pre-verbal form. A direct experience of that oneness without words before we had the ability of language. So in our meditation portion of our opening prayer today, I really encourage you to, in that moment of silence, just listen to and open yourself up to, in maybe a more full way, where you are right now with your relationship with the Word God or the experience of God. So let's go ahead and take that into prayer now. And as you recognize that it all is one, it all is God, spirit, intelligence, limitless, eternality, and that each one of us is an aspect, an individualized, personalized, beautiful creation of that one. And that connection to the whole can never be broken, is always there for us. It is who we are. We cannot be separate from it. And it's in that place that I, Laz, now speak my word for this service, knowing that everyone who has shown up today is ready to learn, to grow, to celebrate their experience of life. That for those in our community who aren't here today, they also are opening and experiencing a deeper appreciation of themselves and expression of that one. I know that Dr. Michael's words are inspired by that power and that presence that I surrender to on a constant basis. That George, our musician, has also inspired all our volunteers, have come to just celebrate and participate in the experience called life. As we take a minute of silence, let's go within and investigate for ourselves, contemplate what our experience is of that one. And it is with a deep, grateful heart that I rest in that experience, that I allow that experience of God, of Spirit, to support, to inspire, to enliven me and my life. It's with this full heart that I release this treatment into love and law, knowing that it is done as I have spoken. And we say together, and so it is.